Good morning everyone. I am Ashley Cisarudo and today I will show you on how to make a coffee shop management system using C Sharp. This project is similar to the one that I've done last year, which is the coffee shop management system. But the difference is last year I used Python programming language and today I will use C Sharp programming language. So let's get started. So in making this program, I use Windows Form because my program is also about to have a good design. So in order to make that, I use Windows Form. So let us check. Since I love or I want to challenge myself, I use drag and drop in order to make this. So I just put labels here and some checkbox, the text box, and some of this. I made this all by myself, and in order to remember all of this, I used to name it like this one. This latte is named as the coffee one, and mocha was named as the coffee two, and so on. And up until this Cuban espresso, I named it coffee 9. So that is for the coffee. And for the cake, I named the cake as cake 1. Up until the caramel cheese, I named it cake 9. So just like the coffees and the cakes, I also labeled this one as the coffee TB1. So if you're wondering what is TB, it is text box. So since the coffees has 9 kind, I also labeled it this text box up until the Cuban espresso text box as coffee 9 TB. So as well as the cakes here from cake 1 TB to cake 9 TB. So if you're wondering or you're asking me, how did I get the color combination from this? I just searched from YouTube or no, from the Chrome. I just search color palette for this one. So in order to make a good color combination for this project. So now, if you wanted to see my design clearly, let me show you. Let's just run this program. So this is my entire design for my program, and I think it is good for me. So I hope you like it too. So now after the design, let's move on to my program, which is the codes. So now, this program here, this one, and this one too, up until the coffee 9 or the last kind of coffee here. Let's just wait for the coffee 9. Yes, up until this one, these are all for the coffee. The coffee is here in our design. So it is used in order to make these things, this one and this one to run. So let's check it. So as you can see here, by clicking this one, you can put some value here or the items that you want in ordering up until this 9 coffees. So as you can see, it works. And now let's move on to the cakes. So the codes that I made for the cake is this one, that from the cake 1 up until the cake 9, which is the caramel cheesecake. So from up until this, so just like in the copies, it enables you to use this text box and the checkbox. So let us try to run this program. First, let us try this coffee and at least put something in here. And now for the cakes, let's see if it is working. So as you can see, it is all working. So our program is a success. Then now, since coffees and cake can be sold, then it should have a price on it. So on the price, first is the coffee total. The coffee TV1 value, which is the latte, is cost 50 pesos. The mocha is 50 pesos. The Arabica is 55. The Robusta, which is the coffee TB5, is 60. The Americano, which is the coffee TB6, is 60 then. 60 also, rather. The coffee 7 value, which is the cappuccino, is 70. The coffee 8 TB value is 75, which is the black coffee. And the last coffee, which is the Turkish coffee, is 90. So let's move on to the price of the cakes. So the cake 1 TB value, which is the unicorn vanilla cake, is 95. The cake 2 is 95, which is the Hershey's mocha. The cake 3, which is the buttercream cake, is 100. The cake 4, which is the black velvet, is 100. Cake 5, which is the choco overload, is 110. Cake 6, which is the butterscotch cake, is cost 115. Cake 7, which is the raspberry jam swirl cake, is 120. Confetti cake, which is the cake 8 TB, is 140. And the last coffee, which is the caramel cheesecake, is cost 150. So now let's move on to this part, which is the cost of coffees, cost of cakes, service charge, paid tax, subtotal, and cost. So first, let's move on to the service charge. So as you can see here, I put something in here, which is in order to make this one work. So our service charge is 10. And now let's move on to the paid tax. So in order to get the paid tax, the total coffee, or the coffee total plus cake total plus service charge, the sum of that will be multiplied by 0.05. Then the answer of that is our paid tax. In subtotal, coffee total plus cake total plus service charge is equals to subtotal. And the total cost is paid tax plus subtotal, and the answer to that will be our total cost. So let's try. So since we already know the price of our coffee and cakes, let's try something here like mocha. Let's try this for 2, for 3, and I'm sorry. For 3, and this one is 4. For the other one is the caramel cheesecake and the Hershey's. So if you press this total button here, the total price and the total cost will appear here. So the cost of coffee is 500, cost of cakes is 640. So just like what I said earlier, the service charge is 10. The paid tax is 57.50. The subtotal is 1,150, and the total cost of your order is 1,207.50. So since you know already that this total button here is working, now let's move on to this button which is the reset. So do you know how this button here works. So for example, you are ordering a coffee, which is for example, is the mocha. You want to order three of it, and then three of black coffees. Also, you wanted to order a cake, which is the black velvet, and you want a four of it. And then the cashier press the receipt of it and make it and press the total button here, and the price appeared. And then you remember that your mother want to have a choco overload, which is you did not order earlier. So for that, you just need to press the reset button to reset all of the order and order again. So in that button, I use these codes here, just like if you if your order went wrong, then it will appear 0 and it will be reset. So this is the program that I used for the reset button. So let us check. So let's try to order a mocha 3, and then black coffee is 3 or 4. Well, and for the cake is choco overload, which is 4. So let's press total. So, and you remember that, oh, my mother wanted to have for example, it's black velvet. How can I order it again? So the cashier will just, or you will just press this reset button and order again. So mocha is 3, black coffee is 4, choco overload is 4, and black velvet is 4. So press the total button, and this is the cost of your order. So if you wanted to reset it again, then press this reset button. So that is how the reset works. So since you saw already that the total and the reset buttons are working, let us now move on to the receipt, which is the resibo, ang kinakatakutan ng lahat. So for the receipt, I use these codes here for the receipt button to work. So I also put the time, which is the the standard time of our standard time here, in order to make this program more beautiful, I guess. So this is the design, and this T here, or slash T, is for the space. And let us check our receipt button. So again, let us order Cuban espresso for 6, I guess. Arabica for 4. Unicorn vanilla cake is 5, and confetti cake is 8. And then you press total, and then you remember that, oh, my sister want to buy a buttercream cake, and then you just press reset and then order it again. Mm, and the buttercream is 5. Then after ordering again, you'll just press this total button here, and then your total cost is 1,942.50, and then just click the receipt button here, and then you'll see the prices of your orders. So as I say earlier, the time now is 10:23, which is similar to this time here in the receipt and as well as the date. So now let's move on to the exit button here. So this is the code for the exit button that I did. So if you wanted to order things here and you get the receipt, you don't need to click the X icon on the top right part of the program. You just need to press the exit button. So let's try. So if you order coffee and cake, you just need to press the total and the receipt, and then after getting all of that, you just need to press the exit button. So the program will end. So if you wanted to see my program or the codes of my program here, I will show it to you once more. So this is the program. This is the codes of my program. So that is all my program, and I hope you liked it and you learned something from me. So thank you for listening and watching this video. Bye.